Hello everyone. So in today's video, we'll solve this quadratic word problem. Now as per the word problem, 8 more than the square of a number is the same as 6 times the number, and we have to find the unknown number. So the first step here is to analyze the different parts of this problem. So the first part states 8 more than. In math, more than refers to addition, and then the next part states the square of a number. So square of a number means power 2 on that number is the same. So the same means equals in math. 6 times means multiplication by 6, the number. We'll write an equation out of this information. So the first step is to write an let statement for the variable that we want to use in this equation. We can use the variable n for the number. So let n represent the unknown number. We can use this n to write a algebraic equation. So our equation will be, so 8 more than square of a number, so means 8 plus, because more than, and the square of a number will be written as n square equals 6 times the number, so which will be 6n. So this is the equation that we get from the given word equation. So now we have to solve this algebraic equation to find the unknown number. So we can rewrite this as n square plus 8 equals 6n. We can move this n term to the left side of the equation so that we can make it equal to 0. So we subtract 6n from both sides. So the 6 n's on the right side cancel each other out. So I'll get n square minus 6n plus 8 equals 0. We can solve this equation. Now there are two ways to solve a quadratic equation. We can use either factoring or quadratic formula. Now for this equation, we can do factoring, which is easier than using quadratic form. Now this is a simple trinomial because the coefficient of this n square term is 1. So there is an invisible 1. So since the a value is 1, this is a simple trinomial. So we can factor it by finding two numbers whose sum is -6, which is the coefficient of the n term, and the product is 8. We have to find what these two numbers are, so we can start with the product. So we have to think of two numbers that multiply to 8. So the first pair that comes to my mind is 1 and 8. But we cannot get a sum of 6 or -6 from 1 and 8. So this pair doesn't work for us. Now the next possible pair is 2 and 4. Now if we add 2 and 4, we get 6, not -6. If we make both of these numbers negative, then we get a sum of -6. So -2 plus -4 is equal to -6, and -2 times -4 is equal to +8. So this pair of numbers work for us. So the two numbers we are looking for are -2 and -4. So we can use this pair of numbers to write our equation in factored form. N minus 4 equals 0. So now these are the two factors we have to solve. So for the first one, we set the first factor equal to 0 and then solve for n. So we add 2 to both sides to isolate n on the left side. So the 2's on the left side cancel each other out and we're left with n equals 2. So this is one possible value for the missing number. Now we can do the same for the other case. So n minus 4 is equal to 0. We have to add 4 to both sides. Now the 4's on the left side cancel each other out. So we get n equals 4. So this is the second possible unknown number that satisfies these given operations in the problem. So in this case, the missing number can be either 2 or 4. So we can write a closing statement to summarize our answer. So the number can be 2 or 4. So I hope you'll find this video useful. So please share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.